You know, dog ear problems are one of the top reasons people end up at the vet. And the scary part? They usually start silently. An issue can go from just a little annoyance to serious pain, and you might not even realize it's happening. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this hidden health risk. So let me ask you this. Is your dog hiding a painful secret? It's a tough thing to think about, right? But it's so important. I mean, our dogs can't just walk up and say, hey, my ear hurts. They're absolute pros at hiding pain. And that means by the time we do see the signs, the problem could already be pretty bad. And this really gets to the heart of it. Your dog won't tell you their ears hurt, but the signs, oh, they are always there. This isn't about some kind of guesswork. It's about learning to read the clues your dog gives you every single day. So, I want you to start thinking of yourself as a detective for your dog's health. All right, so let's get into it. Why are dog ears such a trouble spot? Well, it really just boils down to their anatomy. Okay, picture this. A dog's ear canal isn't straight like ours. It's long and it's L-shaped. That means any gunk or moisture has to travel up and out to escape, which is, fighting gravity. Now, cover that whole setup with a furry ear flap, and what do you get? A warm, dark place with almost no airflow. And it's even worse for those super cute floppy-eared dogs. And what just loves warm, dark, damp places? Yup, bacteria and yeast. I mean, a dog's ear is basically the perfect little incubator for the stuff. And those are the main culprits, the things that cause most of those nasty infections. This is exactly why you have to be on the lookout. Something that starts as just a tiny irritation, maybe from a little trapped water or a minor allergy, can explode into a full-blown, really painful infection, and fast. And remember, since they hide that early discomfort, your window to catch it before it gets bad is super, super small. So the big question is, how do you catch it? Well, you gotta know what to look for. This is your detective's checklist, okay? These are the most common clues that something's not right in there. Okay, let's run through these. That frequent head shaking or scratching at the ears, that's not just a cute little quirk. It's a big sign of irritation. And here's one you might not think of. Get in close and take a gentle sniff. Any kind of bad or unusual smell, like a yeasty or just foul odor, that is a huge red flag. Also, just look. Is it red? Is it swollen? Do you see any brown or yellow gunk? And finally, if your dog suddenly flinches when you go to pet their head, that sensitivity is telling you something. If you see any of these, especially more than one, it is definitely time to pay attention. All right, so now you know the warning signs. Let's talk about what you can do about it. How do you build a routine to stop these problems before they start? And the good news is, it's actually pretty simple once you know how to do it right. Okay, let's walk through this step by step. First, and this is key, use a cleaner that's specifically for dogs and vet approved. Gently lift up their ear flap, apply the cleaner like the bottle says, and then, this is the most important part, you massage the base of the ear for about 20-30 seconds. You'll actually hear this squishy, squishy sound. That's a good thing. It means the cleaner is down there breaking up all the wax and debris. After that, you let him shake. That big head shake brings all the loosened gunk up, and then you just gently wipe the outer part of the ear with a cotton ball or soft cloth. Okay, listen up, because this is so important. Never, and I mean never, use cotton buds inside your dog's ear. Seriously, all you're gonna do is push all that wax and debris and gunk deeper into the ear canal. You're basically ramming it down there, where it can do some real damage to the eardrum. Just don't do it. So how often do you need to do this? Well, it depends on your dog. If their ears are generally healthy, a quick peek every 1 or 2 weeks is totally fine. But if you've got a dog with those long, floppy ears, or a dog who thinks they're part fish and loves to swim, a weekly check and clean is a really good idea. And a non-negotiable rule, after any bath or swim, you've got to check and dry those ears, every single time. Now, this is a crucial point. Everything we just talked about, that's for prevention and maintenance. It is not for treating an ear that's already infected. You absolutely have to know when to stop doing it yourself and when it's time to call the vet. And this right here is probably the biggest mistake people make. They wait. They ignore those early signs, that little bit of head shaking, that faint smell. They think, oh, it'll go away. But it doesn't. You're just giving that infection time to dig in and get worse, which means way more pain for your dog, and yeah, a much bigger vet bill for you. The other huge mistake? Using the wrong products. Look, you can't use human eardrops or some DIY solution you found online. A dog's ear is totally different from ours, even down to the pH balance. Using the wrong stuff can cause major irritation and, you guessed it, make the whole problem way, way worse. So these are the red flags, the do not pass go, call the vet now signs. If you see a strong, nasty smell that won't go away, if your dog is clearly in pain, if there's a lot of swelling, if the scratching is nonstop, or if you see a lot of heavy, gross-looking discharge, just stop. Don't try to clean it. That ear is already inflamed, and trying to mess with it will only cause more pain. This needs a professional. Okay, so let's put this all together into something you can actually use. This isn't meant to be some big, complicated chore you have to add to your to-do list. Not at all. It's about a simple, 5-minute routine that you can just weave into the time you're already spending with your best friend. Seriously, it's this simple. When you're chilling on the couch, just turn that cuddle time into a quick look and sniff check. Easy. Always keep a towel nearby for after a bath or a swim. And really, the most important thing is to trust your gut. You know your dog. If something seems off, it probably is. Jumping on it early is the single best thing you can do for them. And that's really what it all comes down to. Ear problems start small, but you can stop them. You are your dog's #1 advocate, their first line of defense. Now that you know what to look for and what to do, you have the power to stop a little issue from turning into a big, painful mess. You can totally do this.